happening more. I like it. All this action, all this excitement. I like the excitement of shrieking and performing. The excitement when I was a medical man sometimes made me nervous because it was so complex. It was so life and death. Yes, I was a medical man. Every day I'd throw my arms skyward and scream pompously, "These hands have been touched by God!" I had a moderately successful dental practice in New Jersey. And among my duties for the community, besides stamping out diarrhea, I'd occasionally go and speak to citizens groups about general oral health, advances in oral surgery, do's and don'ts of maintaining your teeth. Be true to your teeth and they'll never be false to you. Always got a little chuckle. So I remember one day I was speaking to the PTA and I made an opening little 10-minute lecture. And then I said, if there are any questions from the audience about anything at all, feel free. Well, the audience was quiet for a while and a man stood up. He said, I have one question and one question for you only, Dr. Greasman. I said, yes, sir. What is it? He said, can you answer me why your Confederates refer to you as the Butcher of Bayonne? I said, yes, he said, how come your colleagues whisper about you when you walk by and say, there goes the Butcher of Bayonne? Could it be because one time during a routine extraction, you cut a human being's tongue in half? And everybody in the place went, that is the Butcher of Bayonne. He said, could it be they refer to you as the Butcher of Bayonne because you administered an overdose of Novocaine one time to a young girl who ate out her own cheeks at lunch? Do you think maybe they call you the Butcher of Bayonne? Because these crowns you put in my mouth fall out when I eat spaghetti? Yes, doctor, do you remember me? I'm one of your victims. You are the mingler of the dentist district. Get him! And everybody jumped up and they started coming toward me. I thought, wow! I jumped up on the stage and I ran out the back door and I hot-footed it down the hallway of that school. I'm thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. I found an office. I ran inside. I slammed the door. There was a woman sitting at a desk. I said, ma'am, I got to hide in here for a second. Please, please don't let anybody know I'm here. But I didn't realize it. She was the lady that I had performed that root canal on, causing an infection that involved amputation of half her jaw. She said, he's in here, everyone! The butcher's in here! So I dove out the window. I ran home. I locked my door. Fortunately, I'd bought my home from a drug dealer, and my house was surrounded by steel with bars on the lower windows. And as I locked all the bolts, I could hear the crowd outside screaming, bring us the butcher! I tippy-toed up to a top floor, and I parted the curtains, and I looked outside, and there they were all standing around with torches. Angry people, screaming for my blood. I thought fast. I knew there was only one answer. I opened the window, and I leaned out, holding my diploma from medical school. I said, you see this? Yeah, I realize I have not done the best work I could possibly do for you, so... And I made a big show of ripping the diploma in half, and I let 1,000 little pieces flutter off into the wind. I said, you see this? My license to practice in the state of New Jersey. And I ripped it all in a million pieces, and I let it flutter away. I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Butcher of Bayonne is no more. I'm sorry. Please... go back to your homes. And so there was some murmuring, but the people started to disperse and slip away. I kind of smiled and waved. I said, and don't forget to floss every day. I'm sorry.
Los Angeles.